I want to quickly talk to you about Navy Federal business account, and this will be a review of the account. So, if you have a small business, if you have an LLC, if you have an S corporation or a C corporation, or even a sole proprietorship, and you want to have a Navy Federal business account, here is a review I want you to really pay attention to. Okay. So, first of all, you need to understand that when we talk about Navy Federal, we're talking about the largest credit union in the U.S. and also in the world. Actually, I mean, you have a top-notch institution. So that means what? It means that if you think about Navy Fed for your business account, I want you to think about a full-fledged banking institution. They have everything. Okay, so for your business, for your small business, Navy Fed can actually provide everything you can think about, from business loans all the way to business credit cards to business lines of credit to equipment financing, whatever you need. Navy Fed actually can really provide that for you. But of course, you gotta first qualify for membership because Navy Fed is primarily for the military. I mean, basically they serve millions of members, but you got to have some kind of military, let's say, connection. Okay, whether biologically or professionally or geographically. Okay, so Navy Fed actually has a strong military focus. Okay, so they actually the company was founded to support U.S. military personnel. Okay, but the cool thing is nowadays they have actually expanded the membership eligibility to more people. So that's really good. Okay, so while Navy Fed offers a great benefit, not everybody can join. Okay, so just want to really detail things here. So membership is open to active duty military across all branches, including the newly formed Space Force. So that's really good. You have, if you are in the delayed entry program, ROTC, or let's say DoD reservist, veterans and retired military personnel also can qualify for membership. Family members of service members and veterans, Department of Defense, DoD employees, contractors, and retirees, but U.S. government staff assigned to DoD installations. So that's really good. So if you think about the Navy Fed business accounts, let's first talk about that. Okay, let's first talk about that. So I just want to understand. I want you to understand that when you consider Navy Fed for your business account, you have an account that's open to all kinds of businesses, including sole proprietors. Okay, so if you're a sole proprietor, you can qualify for a business account. If you are an LLC, you can qualify for a business account. Okay, so you don't have to be necessarily an established business to actually qualify for a business account. Of course, if you are an established business, you will qualify for a business account real fast. But even if you're a sole proprietorship, you can qualify. Now, if you are a sole proprietorship, you can actually have and you can use your company's EIN or actually your own social. Okay, so you have that possibility. Okay. One thing I want to say here also is that for you to qualify for a business account at Navy Fed, you gotta be let's say you gotta be an individual member in good standing. In other words, before you actually switch to a business membership, you first gotta be an individual member in good standing. And once you are an individual member in good standing, you can transition to a business member, and from there you can actually have access to all the business accounts, all the business loans, all the business savings, well, whatever. Okay, and also don't forget that for you to actually qualify for business accounts, Navy Fed NFCU might ask you for the necessary licenses, such as business licenses and tax identification numbers. Okay, in case you might need that, because what they want to make sure that you are in like everything is actually accurate about your application. So this is just why their application requirements are so extensive. So one thing I want to say also is that you are also, it's just better that you have all the paperwork before you even start the process, because Navy Fed is known to be very fast. Okay, The turnaround when it comes to opening a business account can be a 24 to 48 hours. It doesn't take that long for you to establish business membership and also have a business account. Now, let me talk to you about the Navy Fed business account features. So, you have business checkings and savings, you have business loans, you have business credit card. What I want to do is I want to really explain that at length because sometimes some entrepreneurs actually think like they might think something about the Navy Fed business account features and they might think the wrong thing. Okay, so let's first talk about business checking and savings. So all checking accounts include a Navy Fed Go Biz debit card, complimentary starter checks, and digital banking access. Okay, so that's kind of cool because if you're going for a business checking account at Navy Fed, you have actually access to a full suite of features, a full suite of services, a full suite of services from a world class institution. Which means what you have an ATM card, you have free checking, you have wire transfers, you have deposits, all that kind of stuff. You have direct deposit, okay, and you also have access to digital banking. That's really good. And one thing I want to say also is that if you have a new venture, if you have a new venture with limited cash flow, the no fee business checking account offers a 30 free non electronic transactions monthly. 30 free non-electronic transactions monthly. Okay, so that's actually that will not cost you anything. It's called the no fee business checking account. So that's number one. Then you have the business plus checking account. Okay, so as your business grows, you might want to scale things up. You might want to really bring things up a notch. So you might want to sign up for the business plus checking account. And so this actually provides 50 non-electronic transactions for an $8 monthly fee. So honestly, when you go through the whole thing, it's better just to have the business plus checking account. I mean, for $8 a month, you can really have access to all kinds of services. So that's really good. So now, if you are a larger enterprise, you can benefit from the business premium checking account. So, and this offers tiered interest rates starting at 0.35% for balances under $10,000. It also includes 100 non-electronic transactions, and this account's monthly fee varies between $0 and $20 depending on your balance. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So on the check-in side, you have three tiers, right? The no fee business checking account, the business plus checking account, and then you have the business premium checking account. That's for the checking side. What about the savings? Well, on the savings side, Navy Fed provides money market savings account that earn competitive dividends on balances exceeding $2,500 with no term restrictions. So that's for a smaller amount. For larger sums, the jumbo money market savings accounts offers higher rates on balances over $100,000. So if you want to maximize returns and don't mind locking in your funds, certificates are available with terms from 3 months to 7 years, and this started just $100. So that's for the business checking and savings. Let me talk to you now about business loans. So if you're looking at the Navy Fed business account, business loan. So if you have a business account through Navy Fed, you could potentially qualify for business loans. And the cool thing about business loans is that basically with Navy Fed, you have access to a variety of business loans. I've already told you that Navy Fed actually is a full suite institution when it comes to banking. So they have everything for your small business. Okay. So they have commercial real estate loans, and those can be used for purchases, refinancing, or renovations of commercial investments and mixed use properties. And these loans offer a fixed and variable rate options with a standard 5 years term and a 20-year amortization. So that's really good. And Navy Fed provides also a secured business line of credit with variable rates tied to prime for more flexible funding. Okay, so you can see that when it comes to NFCU business loans, every everything they have, all their business loans, all the business funding programs are collateralized. That's really a bummer. That's really the drawback when it comes to Navy Fed. Okay, very rarely would they actually give you an unsecured business loan. So anytime they give you something, be prepared to pledge something, to pledge a collateral. Okay, so you have commercial vehicle loans, commercial real estate loans. Okay, secured, like whatever you have. Okay, so this is what it is, and so I would say when it comes to business loans, Navy Fed doesn't have that many options. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So if you're willing to collateralize something, then Navy Fed could be a good institution for you. But if you're looking for a an unsecured business loan, it's just better to contact another bank or another credit union, or just even go to an online lender or even an alternative lender. So if you think about Navy Fed business account, want you to think also about the business credit card. Now, when it comes to business credit card, you have only one business credit card at Navy Fed. They don't have 10 or 15 business credit cards as Capital One or as Chase or even as yeah as even CCU, for instance. Okay, so one thing I want to say is that the business credit card at Navy Fed is called the Navy Fed Go Bees Rewards Credit Card, and this card actually comes in two flavors. On the two flavors, you have the Visa or Mastercard flavor. So you have to choose which network you want to really do business in, and then you choose the one that comes that really works for you. One thing I want to say here is that basically, whether you go with Visa or Mastercard, the difference really is when it comes to the benefits. Okay, but they're overall pretty similar if you think about it. So this card is a great financial tool for businesses, and it has a competitive 18% APR and no annual fee. So it's a cost effective for your growing company, and the card's reward structure is straightforward. So what happens here is that you earn 1 point for every dollar spent. There is no limit on how many points you can accumulate, so that's really good. And this card also helps you separate your business and personal expenses while simplifying expense tracking and management. It's actually equipped with contactless technology for quick, secure transactions. So this is kind of cool, okay? And you also have basically fee-free foreign transactions and the ability to add multiple card holders. So this is kind of cool. If you're a business and you are hiring like staff members, and you want to empower those staff members by giving them, so if you go with a Visa option, for instance, here you have travel-related services and discounts, while the MasterCard version provides unique business benefits such as cellular wireless telephone protection and MasterCard ID theft protection. So something to really think about. And to actually qualify for this card, you need a year of individual membership with NavyFed or at least 2 years of business operation. So, what are the pros and cons of NavyFed business accounts? Let's quickly talk about that. I want to first talk to you about the pros. So, the pros, you have the diverse account options. Okay, so that's really good. You will love the variety here. You have low fees, you have competitive dividend rates, you have flexible lending solutions, you have business credit card benefits, and then you have 24/7 account servicing. Let me break it down even further. So when I say a diverse account options, basically you have checking, savings, okay, And all those checking and savings accounts, or even other account types, are actually suitable for all kinds of, I would say, business growth, really. Okay, but also the kind of transaction volume that you have. And low fees, basically, I mean, you heard a little earlier that the business checking account, there is one that comes with no fee. Okay, and as you grow, the business plus and premium checking also offer reasonable rates compared to the benefits, right? It's all about doing a cost versus benefit analysis to see if the cost that you're paying actually is worth the benefits you are receiving. And when I say competitive dividend rates, the premium, the business premium checking account offers a tiered interest rates up to a 0.45%. And money market savings accounts actually provides higher earnings potential than standard savings accounts. You also have flexible lending solutions. So Navy Fed actually provides a variety of loan options, including commercial real estate loans, business lines of credit, and secured term loans, catering actually to different business needs. You also have the business credit card benefits like and this has to do with the GoBees Rewards credit card, the Visa or Mastercard that I just spoke to you about. Like, and here you have rewards on all purchases, no annual and annual or foreign transaction fees. So that's something to really keep in mind. And additional benefits depending on whether you choose Visa or Mastercard. So that's really good. And finally, 24/7 account servicing. If you are a member, you have around the clock access to your accounts along with support from small business professionals. So what about the cons? I just give you a glimpse into the pros, right? Let's talk about the cons. Well, you do have transaction limits, you have eligibility requirements, you have service fees for some accounts, you have minimum balance requirements, and you have overdraft fees. So when I say transaction limits, each checking account tier limits the number of free non-electronic transactions, and fees are charged for exceeding those limits. And this may be a downside for businesses with high transaction volumes. And when I say eligibility requirements, your business must meet specific eligibility criteria to open business accounts or apply for the GoBees Rewards credit card, and all owners must belong to NFCU, which may not be possible for some business owners. Okay, so something to really think about. There are also some service fees for some accounts. Okay, I mean, excluding the no fee business checking account, when you go to the Business Plus and Business Premium checking, you have to pay. Okay, so if your business is trying to minimize cost, having those fees might be some kind of discouraging factor. And when you have also the minimum balance requirements, so savings accounts like the money market and jumbo market money market require minimum balances $2,500 and $100,000 respectively to earn dividends. Okay, and also the overdraft fees. So you can see that you have a list of detriments to really account for, to really think about as you consider Navy Fed. Okay, so overall, one thing I want to say here is that if Navy Fed business accounts are not right for you, there is actually another option. There are several options. You have Mercury, you have North One, you have Brex, you have DV, you have a lot of other players. Okay, you want you want fintechs that can really help you. Okay, and you want a fintech that is tailored for small businesses and entrepreneurs. It's all about exploring what's available out there and making the best choice for you. So, in conclusion to this conversation, I'll talk to you about the Navy Fed business account, and I told you about the institution itself, the business account features, the pros and cons. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.